Hey, good morning and welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Here to inspire, enlighten, and to build you up. Today we're going to talk about simping. So stay tuned for simping, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section, and we will get to it right after this. You have to be strong enough to endure these things. You have to approach women. With today's social media, she's constantly being hit on. Women are always in the game. You have to stay focused. We are men. That's what we do. All right, here we go. Simping. We seem to have an epidemic of simping. Are you a simp? Hey, don't sweat it. I think we've all probably simped at one time or another in our life to a certain degree, but there is a cure for it. You don't have to die of simping. And what is the cure? The cure lies within yourself. Just as the simp comes from within you, the alpha male, the badass, the tough guy, the Chad, the Giga Chad, comes from within you also. But it's up to you to develop that. No one can do it for you. No one can do your push-ups for you. So how do you stop simping? Well, first you have to realize that you have value. I don't care if you're not on the football team, you're not popular, you feel like no one pays attention to you, you feel like you're not worthy, you've never had a date, you're a virgin, you've never been with a girl, you have value. But guess what? No one is going to think you have value until you first recognize the value in you. You may not be a Michael Jordan, a Elon Musk, trying to think of some, The Rock, Will Smith. Well, we won't use him. He's got a bad case of simping, but I'm not judging the guy. You don't know what maybe Jada has on him. Maybe he can't leave her because she has some dirt on him that would ruin him. So just never know. But Chris Rock, some of your favorite rock stars or rappers. Who is one? Tupac. Is he dead? I think he is. My sons listen to all that. Who is another one my son listened to? I forgot. But anyway, think of your most admired star. You have that same value in you. And you think, no, I don't. Nobody cares about me. I'm a nobody. No, you are somebody. The only difference between you and your famous admiration star is he has developed what he has inside of him. You too have a gift within you. You just haven't developed it. You know what it is. And see, this gets way off of simping. But for women to be attracted to you and for you not to be a simp, you have to develop your inner man. Who you are, because who you are speaks so loudly no one can hear what you're saying. Think about what I'm saying to you. Who you are, the essence of who you are, what you project, what you portray, speaks so loudly to the world and everyone you come in contact with that no one can hear what you're saying. Your presence precedes you. Whether it be an alpha male, a badass, a tough guy, or a simp, a wimp, a worm, shrinking away from life. okay? But you want to be the man. That's what we used to call it, a player. Or maybe you just want to find one beautiful girl and hook up with her and stay with her for a while. Maybe even marry her. She is not going to want you if you're a worm, a simp. She wants a pimp. Well, she may not want a pimp, but she's attracted to that. Okay, you can level that out between being a pimp and being a good man and a provider. Very difficult to do, to have a little bit of alpha or a lot of alpha and a little bit of beta. But for a long-term relationship, you need some beta qualities to maintain that relationship. An alpha guy, a true alpha guy, just goes out and sleeps with women. He never has any LTRs. He just goes from one to another. But women are attracted to him, and if you want to pump and dump, as they call it, then go for it. That's up to you. But it will take a toll on you in the long run also. It's not only women who suffer from being with a lot of sexual partners. Men do too. It just takes longer for men and a lot more partners. It may take hundreds, but as opposed to a girl, 10 or 20 is way too many for her. But back to the simp and the pimp. Okay, you have to start out looking in the mirror. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Do you see a shriveling, despicable reflection of a man or of a young man or of a teenager? This is for my young viewers. That's not what you're seeing. Maybe you're fat, maybe you're out of shape, maybe you don't like the way your looks are in your face, your appearance, your hair. Now for a man, a lot of these things can be changed, but what you're really seeing is what you believe you are. You could take your appearance, your reflection in the material world right now, the physical world, what it looks like right now, and if you changed your inner man, you would think you were attractive and handsome. Now you may disagree with me on that, but you and I both have seen guys out there that aren't really good looking, maybe lacking greatly in the attractiveness. But yet they get these hot chicks. How do they do that? They're like 5'4", tall. They're kind of soft around the middle. They're not in good shape. Maybe they even have a messed up tooth. They don't have muscles, but yet they pick up these hot chicks. How do they do that? It's because when they look in the mirror, they think they are the man. They think they are a 10, and they believe it on a real deep level. And guess what? When people meet them, that's what they see. That's what they feel. That's their perception of these people, because that is their perception, their conception of themselves, and they project that out. It's not all about looks, about money. It is about game, but game comes from within, and a man like that has game because he believes in himself. He doesn't go up to women simping, supplicating to them, thinking, oh, I hope she likes me. He goes up to her thinking, I wonder if I'm going to like her. I wonder what she is like. What kind of person is she? I wonder if she's good in bed. These are the things he thinks. He's not seeking her approval. She needs to get his approval. And guess what? Women can feel that. They're very intuitive. No woman wants a simp. She will not respect a simp, a wimp, a lowly man. She will have no respect for him whatsoever. She may go to bed with you if you provide some financial provision for her or something else. Dinner, a ride, clothes, whatever. But that's not what you want. So to begin this, I know I'm getting long, not getting started. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, you are an effing 10. You are awesome. Man, you're handsome. You are the man that all men want to be like. And you are the man that all women want to be with. Now, here's the deal. This is just the beginning. You're not going to believe it, and you're going to think this is ridiculous. And you're still going to be having these thoughts of how stupid you are, how ugly you are, how nobody wants you, and how no girl would ever sleep with you. Yeah, you're going to have those. But I'll guarantee you, if you do this twice a day at least, every time you're in front of the mirror if you can, with emotion and feeling and say it day in, day out. Okay, long enough, eventually you will start to believe it. And I'm going to tell you something else that happens when you do this with fervor and persistence and perseverance. The outer world will start to bear witness to what you're saying. You have to be aware. Someone will say something to you like, man, my friend, some girl, maybe she'll say something to you, my friend thinks you're really hot. This will happen. And when it does, don't be surprised, because this is a natural law. These things come to pass. Your words are very powerful, and when you put emotion in them and feeling, and you can also use visualization, but we'll talk about that on another day. Now, you don't have to say the exact same things I say, but let them be short, powerful, positive affirmations about the man you would like to be, as if you already are that man. Look at yourself and say, man, you're handsome. My God, the girls can't stay away from you. Man, every woman wants to be with you. I know it seems ridiculous, but when you lift weights in the gym, it doesn't make any sense, does it? How is it that by lifting weights and actually maybe giving yourself some pain, that your muscles will get bigger? I don't understand how that works. Do you? Your muscles adapt to the pressure, the repetition, the resistance that you give them. And when you say this to yourself in the mirror, you're going to feel resistance, the same as if you lift weights. But eventually, your mind, which is a muscle, well, we'll look at it as a muscle, will strengthen, and you will come to believe that. And unlike seeing your muscles grow, you will see your outer world start to transform to what you are telling yourself. Now, this is true. You don't have to believe it's true. You don't have to believe the affirmations you say to yourself are true when you start to say them. But I guarantee you, if you do it in long enough time, over and over, day in, day out, persistently, 2 to 3 times a day, more if you can, and you can also murmur these affirmations to yourself. I am the man that all women want to be with. I am the man that all men want to be like. Now, when you look in the mirror, you say, when you look in the mirror, you say, you are the man that all men want to be like. You are. You talk to yourself in that way. But when you affirm to yourself, you say, I am this. Say it with emotion, say it with feeling. You're going to have those doubts and those voices in your head saying, you ain't shit, man. Who do you think you are? This is stupid. Ignore it. Continue with the affirmations. And during the day, be cautious of those internal conversations. Let's say you make a mistake or you drop something. Some people call themselves stupid or ignorant, or you can't do anything right. These things are very important too. You need to start to be aware of those internal conversations and cut them off with a voice, a verbal affirmation of the opposite of the old records you have playing in your head. These things work. The reason they don't work for all people is because all people and the majority of people can't be persistent enough to do it long enough with enough repetition to get results. But I know you're not like that. Otherwise, you would not be here. You are here searching for answers. You have the solution within you. Only you can take the action to make that come to pass. And what I'm teaching you here now is the action you take in your mind first, because all action is preceded by thinking. You become what you think. A man is what he thinks about all day long. Marcus Aurelius. We become what we think about. As a man thinketh in his heart, in his deep subconscious mind, in the depths of his being, so he is. These are truths as old as time. They've been around with us forever, since man has been here. Use your mind to become the man you want to become, because he lives within you and you can bring him out. Do it today. All right? You're going to start today and you're going to do it. I know you can do it. That's all we got for today. Thanks for joining me. Hit the PayPal button and donate if you think this video was of value to you. Also, share it with a friend. And got the podcast tonight if you're watching this on Instagram every Saturday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm going to go. Take care. And thank you to my 1,371 loyal, faithful subscribers who want to change themselves into the great person they came here to be. See ya.